Good morning. You're going to hear kids and stuff, but I need to do something. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing right now, so I kind of figured I would do my own thing. So I have been doing some gel printing. These are the ones that I approve of. I have a whole stack of stuff that I'll collage with, but loved how this turned out. These are just some image transfers. People have been asking me to show how I do some of this. This is a scrap. I don't know. This is like, I swear, I love the gel plate. It's like my spirit animal. This was supposed to be cool. It was like a film reel strip. I was loving it, but it didn't come out. Somehow I like this, even though it's incomplete. I love her eyeball. Don't love the color so much, but something great will come of that. She's pretty fab. This is kind of interesting how, this is what I love about the gel plate. There's a lot of surprise to it and a lot of play. And if there's one thing in art that I actually enjoy is play. And I know why I pulled out the gel plate. I always know why I pull it out. It means I'm in a funk. And I'm in a funk. Don't like Valentine's Day. Don't like, I don't know, just in a funk. Kids are going away for a week. I'm home alone. Normally I would be traveling this week. And I can't. I mean, I can, but I can't. I usually would go on a big trip. Last year it was Cuba. Or year before, I should say. Anyway, you don't need to know all my garbage, but gel printing lets you play, and I find like it just makes me feel good. This was kind of creepy, but I like and I don't like how the face didn't turn out. But on a collage, that might be pretty cool. So this one I liked New Heights, and then she's climbing up. Kind of worked out cool. This was a rub off. Kind of worked out too. This to me looks like an old like alternative, you know, back in the day Depeche Mode Cure, like an album cover or something. Did a lot of the Buddha. So she turned out kind of ghostly too. Kind of cool with the true grit. Love this. This turned out way not as good. Like I was expecting something else. I wanted something else. And it's kind of funny. I was disappointed when it first came off and I tossed it aside. But I actually ended up liking it. So sometimes we have to take our expectations out of things. Adjust our thinking. This is simple, but I really love this. I don't know why. It's probably one of my favorite pieces. She's pretty cool. This is just words. She turned out scary. I probably won't use her. I might use an eye or something. Random words, like little tiny bits of words. Nice for a top layer or bottom layer, whatever you want to do. That's pretty cool. And you could always do the flip side too. I rarely do, but sometimes, you know, sometimes that's what you want. Maybe this is too much, so you want that. This is a different technique. I'll show you that another time. I don't feel like doing that today. It's kind of messy. as though gel plating or gel printing isn't. I read gel plate instead. This is actually the cover of my thing, and it got stuck and stuff, and I love this. This is awesome. Love that. Oh, I don't like this. It shouldn't have ended up in my good pile. The drips are good, but I don't like all that. This is good. Maybe that's why I kept it. So it's just, there we go, fixed. Problem solved. So these are all just colors. You can tell I'm in a mood when I pull out the gel plate. I'm telling you, you can see it all the emotion right there. Just, I don't know what's going on with me. I feel fine. I just don't know. Just off balance. I think I'm upset with myself for not painting too. I used to paint every day. I read something the other day that got me thinking about my true self, and you know, when you're neglecting who you really are, kind of like, what the hell am I doing? I know I'm a painter. Why am I not painting? I've been doing all this other stuff, distracting myself. You know what though? It all means something. It's all for a purpose. I do believe that. I believe there's purpose in everything, especially with art. I love this. I scribbled on it. I didn't like the darkness. I was like, ugh. So I scribbled on it. This is how I scribble. Take a, you just scribble and you make it happier. Because that was not, ooh, I love this one. Okay. Yes, please. I love this. I love this. This is a good one, in my opinion. I love the little markings I made. I love all the grunge and the grit. And you could, if you could feel this, like it's very, very textured. This is when I was warming up. I was warming up the plate. I was warming myself up. So I was just kind of like putting down color and getting it grungy. It's kind of cool how it stuck to a dictionary page. And then I pulled out some other stuff because, you know, why stop there? And I pulled out this. And I can't find it. I pulled out a book too, and I just started gel printing the book. So this is an old ledger book, and I kind of been playing in it a little bit. And I figured I'd do some of those today too. This is my ugly book, I call it. It's just ugly. Oh look, artful. It's not what it says, but that's what I see. What is that? Eek. Don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so I thought I would kind of grunge up some pages in here so I could play in it. Because I actually, it's ugly as sin. But somehow it's like, because I'm not giving myself any rules with it and just like I'm allowing it to be ugly. Because honestly, what I'm going to end up doing is collaging with it and tearing all of this up. None of this is going to end up being seen ever, except for right now. I will end up like cutting that off and making something out of it. Collage. I won't, this will never be complete. You won't see this in book form is what I'm saying. Like it'll all get cut up and torn up and played with. It already has. If you can see, there's a couple pages missing. Anyway, I'm going to do that. But I know, oh, the whole reason I came on this stupid little book. I don't know if you're familiar. The Brooklyn Public Library sketchbook project, where you fill out a sketchbook and you send it back and it ends up in the library. This thing has been stressing me out. I'm not going to let it stress me out anymore. The white pages, oof, it's like when I was a writer. And the pages, like, oof. It's stressing me out, guys. I can't start because I feel the pressure. That's why I like canvases. Canvas is one big canvas. You unwrap it and you attack it. I don't know. This stresses me out. So we're going to do that. And then I just have a whole bunch of paper. So we're just going to do this. And I know people want to see image transfers is one of the things I've been contacted on Instagram to show. And I will. Let me just get grungy and get warmed up and then we will. So I always start with black. because you got to explore your dark side. Let out like any negativity, let it come out onto the plate. And if you don't have any, yay for you. I find even the most happy people, I mean, we have to have the dark side. It balances us out. It's the yin and the yang. And most days I'm extremely happy and people are like, you're so happy. And I am. I'm so freaking happy. But some days I'm not. And today I'm not. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Tomorrow my kids are leaving. I'm single, you know, it's just stuff. And none of that's bad. It's all good stuff. And I'll end up having a good week. You know, it'll be what I make it. I plan on going to the art museum for a day. You know, I look forward to that kind of stuff. I can go for as long as I want and nobody's going to tell me to leave. And that's a good feeling. So we're just going to dig right into this bad boy because you know what? I'm tired of it being white. And then I don't have to worry about it anymore because you know what? Now it's no longer like white. It has now been anointed. And we'll let that sit because I don't want it to stick together because I do that. I get too impatient. And then what happens is I end up tearing pages up, which normally I don't care because like I said, it just makes different textures and then I glue pages together and it just becomes what it becomes. But since this is supposed to be going someplace, we'll try to keep it to somewhat, you know, together. This is going to be ugly because those colors, but what I have a plan, believe it or not. I just want to create some stuff underneath. We're creating grit. I washed my plates recently because when I was cleaning up, I used to teach a lot and I was using them a lot. I have 6 because, you know, 1 for each student. And the last class I did, I just came home and I put them all away and I never undid it. So they've been sitting covered in crud for months and then I had to wash them all really good. It kind of hurt to pull off all the scabs because the scabbing, you know, with the side grit, you could even see it. I'm not very good with my supplies. I get kind of into it, but I left it. They were so scabby and so crusty, and it was good, but I was teaching my kids how to image transfer, and it's not good for that, which is why I'm doing this too. I'm kind of like trying to clean us up some spots. So I kind of want this page is pink, so let's go one away. Actually, let's go a few away. Center page, not so sure I want to commit to that. And I want some of this grit on the side. I don't want just this, because to me that's boring. I want this. Ooh, I want that. That's what I want. If you do just the center, I mean, you can. And I do. Depends what you want. Right now, I want texture because this book needs to stop stressing me out. So there we go. Nice. And now there's those that are going to try to stick together, and these are going to be stuck together. So I need to pull them apart. Where'd you go? There you are. And we're just going to set this up so it can dry. I have tons of books like this. I love, excuse my throat. I just woke up and kind of didn't sleep a ton last night. So to get this, without thinking, remember this is the Ugly Book. Ugly Book, I ordered this off of eBay. It was supposed to be vintage and it wasn't as vintage as I thought. And I took a chance with the listing because it was a good price. So it's too modern. It's like, what, 1981. Which, sorry, off screen, I just laid this on top to kind of take off the top layer for two reasons. It removes a little bit and it makes it quicker to dry. So just doing it for that reason. All right. I think that's, it still has quite a bit of texture right there. What is that? I put something on there that shouldn't have been on there is what happened. I need to get this clean though so we could do the image transfers. So we're just going to try to keep pulling bit by bit. I used house paint on here yesterday. It could be part of the problem. I don't know. I don't know my technical stuff. It's very gritty. Like cat hair or something. You know what though? Let's just try and see. Alright, let's do this. Can't use that because that's drying. Let's do this though. And you know what? When I've been working on this ledger book, I think about it. The old ledgers, Indians did ledger art on them because they quit being able to use rawhide. So they started using like papers, and then ledger art became a thing. And then women in the Victorian period also used ledger paper from their husbands' businesses or the farm accounts or whatever. You know, the years passed, they would use the ones that were used, and they would, I'm just cleaning this off. They would collage in them and scrapbook in them, write in them. They would do this. So ledger books actually from the beginning of, well, not time, but ledger books have been reused for artistic purposes forever. So that's kind of cool. So I'm kind of doing the same thing. So let's try an image transfer. I kind of worried that texture is going to get in the way, but whatever. I only have like a little while and then somebody's going to get hungry because we haven't eaten, but everybody's kind of in their own space right now. So I figured my main goal is to get that white book unwhite. No more. Okay, so the trick with image transfers is to have a thin layer, and I can't tell you exactly. And they're like a shiny magazine. I haven't looked through any of these. I probably should have harvested images before, but we'll be fine. So you kind of want a contrast. I like them. And I'm going to go ahead and keep the words because I like them. Yeah, nothing not to like here. You could just do this with your hand too. I get some serious satisfaction from the brayer. Yeah, I don't think the plate's ready yet. Yeah, look, it's pretty gritty. You can see that it's not going to. Oh, and sometimes I love to collage with these, depending on the color. Uh-oh, me no have no trash bag today. Usually I keep a trash thing or a recycle paper bag here. Let's see what's here anyway. I find no matter what, whether the image still, you know, even though you know it's not going to turn out, roll with it, you know. Put some paint down and pick it up. All right, I'm just going to grab some of my reject pieces here and kind of like see what's there. This is just, I keep a pile here of things that I don't like. There's, you know, and this is what I collage with. So. We're just cleaning off the gel plate. That's what we're doing right now, in case you wondered. So everything's just going to keep ending up on this side. I do need a trash bag real quick, sorry. Okay, and you can clean this off, but I just figure there's two things going on here. I don't really want to lose the texture because you work hard to get that texture. You want a clean gel plate for image transfers, but you know, you've worked hard to accumulate this grit, so why would we just let it go? May as well make something of it, right? Let's do some light colors now. Sorry if you hear my boys. White paint. I have to have white paint here somewhere. This is when things get crazy, y'all. What's gonna happen is that dark grit underneath with the light, pretty colors comes beautiful things. This is to me the real joy. And I don't like that texture in the plate. I hate it when that happens. I think I need to clean everything again. So we're gonna take this. Do you see what I mean? You can see some of the words and stuff through. And we don't want to waste all that. So let's grab something. Let's grab this. Scrappy stuff. My kitty is playing next to texture. So that's is looking better. I'm liking that better. And where did our little bookie go? See, this is the happen with gel printing. It gets really messy really fast. Where did my book go? I pulled out the stencils and everything. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I just want a little something. Okay, kitty. She found a bead. And we don't want to lose all of that goodness, right? So why don't we just take it, hopefully you're seeing this, and we could put it here and kind of play with the eye. I have brayers galore because, like I said, I teach classes, unfortunately. Most of us only have one most of the time. And there. So what'll happen is then the mind's like, how did that happen? And it's cool because it plays with your head. Now there's this left, all of this goodness. But there's going to be blank spots, so you have to want some white on your page. And kind of anti-white space today. So we'll do this. And end up with that. And that is a great background in my opinion. Again, I'm going to make sure our pages don't stick together. So that book is getting all the way done today. So now let's go ahead and pull up. Actually, no, we don't want to waste that. There's still goodness over here. Great for collage. So I have a collage pile. All right, now let's do some pretty pink. I'm wondering in my head what you guys are hearing from my children. You know what, let's do another pink. Let's do a little self-lovey pink. I think that's what I'm feeling today. And so we're looking around. There's still some stuff under there. There's still some grunge over here, but that's not going to pull up, just right there. So that edge is going to be nice though. Right here is going to be good, I feel. And that comes with experience. I tell you, I learned how to gel print like a year ago. I stayed up all night. And I like just had some glasses of wine. I think it probably ended up being a bottle. I literally went to bed at like 4 a.m. And I found every piece of paper that I had that I could print on. I fell in love. It's still probably my favorite thing to do. That's probably why I'm doing it today. Just kind of in a funk. I'd like to go for a walk, but it's like 20 degrees. So, see that? Look at that. That's why I said I didn't want to clean it off, because it's hard to achieve that. And these were just cleaned. And it's taken me like yesterday and today, or not today, yesterday and last night to get the plate back. It's a little bit grunge. I'm just separating the pages out again so they dry. Where's the other one? All right, so those are all kind of the same colorway. So I'm gonna actually leave this alone for a good minute and let that all kind of do its thing. And we'll go back to that later. Okay. I'm not sure how that's gonna go. You know what I want to do? I kind of want to. Actually, I lied because now that we added blues in, I'm kind of digging this. I kind of want it to go in. I'm just afraid those pages are going to stick together. It can get really sticky. What was that? Oh, yeah. I don't love that, the feathery texture. A lot of people do. I don't, so I try to rub it out. You don't have to. So I love like that spot. Yeah, this is going places. I just feel good that it's like no longer white. I really do need to leave it alone for a minute though. All right, so we got this blue left going on. Let's find something in here. Let's just see what's there. Because it's ugly. I think what I should do is write P-L-A-Y, play. You do kind of have to get, if you're doing this in a book, you got to get your pages kind of, they will tear out. It's pretty strong stuff. That's interesting. Nice texture. All right. You guys are probably getting bored, so let's. Quick way to clean off the plate. I really don't need a second plate. Often I will do two at the same time, and I'll show you why. So let's do this. Let's move this over here and that over there. So I'll show you a trick, what I like to do with pages like this. Pages like this need something. This is not going to work because I know all my thingies are clogged because I never put the covers on. Yep. So we are going to... Who has my water bottle? Mikhail? Yeah. Can you get me a water bottle from the bathroom? Huh? Please, baby? You busy? Okay, never mind. I knew today was going to be a little sporadic. Hopefully you don't care. Just make along with me. It's not one that you really want to sit and watch. More like do along with. Much better, eh? Okay. And that should have cleaned this off a little bit too. So let's put down this. I'm using up all my like paints from classes that I don't really they're like my cheap, well, that one's not. I mean, it's not super expensive, but we need some lightness in here because, you know, the mood's a little dark, and like, even though I said like I'm kind of having a darkish day, I believe in always seeing the bright light. What's happening with me today is, even though I'm feeling things, what that really means is that something needs attention. Something inside me needs attention, and I need to pay attention to it. I need to not push it away. I need to accept that today I'm going to have an off day. And it's going to be a good day anyway. And I will learn something today. And I will grow. Because I'm going to let myself feel it. So I like that. But you know what I want? We'll wait. Because I'm seriously, this thing is going to get really stuck together if I keep pushing it to its limits. They're going to get this thing back, and it's going to be like duct taped and sewed shut. I think why I love gel printing is because it reminds me of Cuba. And Cuba is where I fell in love with art and myself. I think we went together, and that's when I started doing art. I think we need some gold. So a lot of times it reminds me of like the walls there, the textures, and the, you know what? Let's do this. And usually I have a big book on the side of me. I should show you that because it's really important. I feel you need a place to rub off on. And I really hate to lose all that paint. So I will show you what I do. I learned it somewhere. God, way back when. And it was very helpful to me because what am I trying to say? I have no idea what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I have a hard time thinking and doing sometimes. My teenager sounds like a man. Not exactly sure when that happened. It just happened. It's like one day he was a boy, and the next day he was a man. And they say that happens, and I just didn't believe them. Sorry if you hear them talking. promise I'm not ignoring them. They're quite happy. So, trying to find a page that needs this color, and I'm not seeing anything. Oh, let's add a little swirly whirly there. Oh, it didn't come up. Well, teeny tiny bit, but that all adds texture. Okay, so I like this grunge over here. So let's go ahead and try to lift it. I don't know. It might be too dry. A little bit more. Okay. Coming along nicely. Where's our big book? So this obviously is my rub off book today. So normally, well, let's get this a little drier and I'll show you. Here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go like this. Not that it really matters because, you know, it's oh so clean. But this is the book that I did rub offs on. It started off as my first art journal. It was way too intimidating because it was so big. You could help me with something real quick, though. She's been waiting to go on that forever. But then I was like, oh, I kind of want her to jump on it. So I can't decide. So it sits here. This is the book that I rub off on. All of these in the backgrounds are me rubbing off the brayer. And then I just collage onto it. This was my very first art journal page, which I ended up hating. And so I covered it up. And this book is like another ugly book. I don't intend for the world to see this. This is really just play. This is gel print cutouts. It's just play for me. It's the ugly book. It's not supposed to be pretty. It's just me playing and getting out feelings and thoughts. Almost, that's what, this is an emotional book for me. This is like feelings. Good, bad, all between. We all have them. We all feel things. We're all human. And if you don't accept that, like our good days and our bad days, then we're stopping ourselves from growing. Embrace it all. This is a very good page. I loved this page. I almost didn't want to collage on it because this, like, it's like a volcano. I don't know if you can see it even. That page was like, whew. Yeah, so this is one of my very first stencils and gel printing days. I never glued her in. Sometimes I find big images and I don't know what to do with them. I don't want to shorten this because she's quite nice. And I don't want to, at first I was going to cut something out, but then I'm like, no. She belongs together. So here's a page I haven't done anything with yet. This was on my first. I really don't like it. It's quite ugly. Anyway, playbook. But it's nice to have my point of pulling this out. So this is towards the back of it is all probably rub off pages. And then sometimes I like something. I just want to leave it, so I scribble on it. Because that's, you know, when you don't know what to do, scribble. Wine bottle. Like me a tattooed girl. Not really. But I like the wine. Does this book look familiar? Funny. So it's nice to have a book to rub off on, and then it makes nice backgrounds. That was my point. I'm getting distracted. So what we want to do now is, all right, this is still a little wet, so we'll put it into this book. Hopefully you can see. I'm just rubbing it in because why not? It all creates texture. Even if it doesn't come up, it gets grunge. This, we'll put it on there, and it cleans your stencil. About the cleanest my stencils ever get. But all this grunginess, let's go ahead and, oops, sorry. Oopsies. Let's go ahead and get it on here. Okay, it dried. But that's okay, we got a little bit. You can see a little bit of polka dots, etc., etc. Okay, so I hope I'm not boring you guys to death. So now what I want to do is put some white down and just kind of see where we're at. Yeah, I know, it's my only white bottle. That's from a acrylic pour painting class. Look at those white dots coming through. So actually I'm going to intentionally leave that a little thinner now. Let's just do this. I kind of like that. And see what happens. The other thing with this book that I've been struggling with is letting go of my art and sending it in. So it's like, do I really want to spend a bunch of time collaging just to give it away? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'll do. I'm going to end up having to do something besides just gel printing on it. So it's going to be a lesson, I guess. Right? Everything is. Love that. So that's like, yeah, I love that, right? You got the negatives and the positives. That's good. Good junk, man. So now let's find a dark page. I need a little attention. Give it some, yeah. All right, this page is kind of mucky. Let's see if we can pull some of that out. Not what I was looking for, but you know what? It lightened it up, which is good. To see as I'm doing this, I'm already feeling lighter. Like, I feel my breath coming easier. Today I woke up kind of just not, I don't know, maybe I had a weird dream or something. I don't know, just woke up feeling not there. So let's find something here. Yeah, this is too structured. Let's just smush it and see what happens. I don't get attached to a lot. See, that made it so much better, didn't it? Now let's do this. I'm just gonna keep playing. Pretty soon I'll do an image transfer. I see the grunges. See how this is clear now? It's coming up. But let's just play a little longer. That is what a Cuban wall looks like right there. I fell in love. I just stare. Like, I could just look at the walls all day. It was such a eye-opening trip for me. So anyways, I found myself. And I've been single since. Well, mostly. The problem when you love yourself is that you get pickier about who you let into your life. The crap that used to be okay is not okay. Oh, yes. Do you see? Oh. It's just, in case you wondered what it feels like, it's smooth. It's, well, there's some grit, but it looks so textured. There is some, like down here, this is texture, but some of it's just grit. I mean, it's amazing, right? That's the joy of gel printing right there. It's just texture upon texture. I have no idea what this theme book is going to be, but it's got to be done. I can't look at it anymore. It's driving me crazy. So now we're just kind of cleaning it off and adding texture. So it's really getting clean. So let's do a few more. I swear I'm getting to it. A couple people actually messaged me saying, I can gel print, but I don't know how to image transfer. And actually, somehow me and image transfers just really get along. I don't know what it is. One day I'd like to take a class in colors because I don't really, everything I do is intuitive. I never took an art class. I never did art. 100% self-taught. I started with acrylic pour painting. I started doing alcohol ink. And started doing collage and resin. And then that's what people buy, so that's what I mostly do. I'm trying to think what I want to do. So I want to keep this as much as possible. So I feel like kind of like right there. Yeah, so, and then I went to abstract painting. And then I started doing big canvases because that's what gave me pure joy. Art journals too. Collage. Those are my daily practices though. And abstract painting used to be. But, where are you going to put your art right now? Yeah. So there you go. Love that. All right. I think we're good right here. So we'll just have to kind of keep our image right there. And we're going to do one more just to clean it off. I do stencils, but I do it later. Sometimes I do it multi-layered. I did a book, I did a YouTube doing a whole book. But the problem was I had it on time lapse or whatever, something that it wasn't supposed to be on. So sadly, nobody saw it. And I will stencil. We'll do some of that if you want. I guess maybe I'll just make this video long. I don't know. So now, let's clean it off. Why waste it? Let's clean it off with something. Oh my gosh, there's a huge icicle, like 2 feet, 3 feet, hanging off the wall. I like it better and better with each smushing. Now we're just getting like color. You should see what's going on over here. We have problems. So all the pages are sticking together, but you know what happens? This is what happens when that happens. You get more texture. This is getting really sticky. So gel printing is sticky. You shouldn't do what I'm doing. Because it does take some time to dry. It's very sticky. You could hear it. Just to make sure all the pages are separated. I'm going to set it up for a second. That was a gel print. These are gel prints. That's a gel print. All of this is gel prints, actually. That was last night. That was wine. And if you see inside the heart, look, mumbo jumbo. That's how I was feeling. Whatever. Whatever I say. None of it matters. You know, everything's temporary anyway. All of life is temporary. It's the beauty of being human and the curse. Okay, I'm loving this. It's going to be white. So what we want to do... I'm talking way too much, so you guys are probably like, ooh, she's in a mood. Here, let's give ourselves a little love. Let's find one of our dark pages. There's one. There. We have some love. That page needs some love. Uh-oh. Eeks. Texture. We're going to get this book back seriously. It's going to be a mess. That's all right. It'll be my mess. With my name on it. It's not like, I don't think anyone actually looks at them anyway. I'm kind of confused about that part of it. So what is there to worry about anyway, right? Okay, we're gonna let her rest. It, whatever. Okay, let's find something. That was the first one we did today. I'm just gonna pick up some of these hearts. That'll be fun for collage. Just a little bit. So there's this paint. It's still a little wet. Sorry, you're not going to be able to see because I just can't. It's getting too messy. But I put it on there. And for this one, oops. Cool, right? And what we're gonna do is snowplow? Man. There's not even any snow. Well, I mean, there's snow, but nothing to plow on the streets. That was weird. It sounded like. Huh? I don't remember that day. I thought that was like I thought it was the train going by and it was an earthquake. That's exactly what it felt like that day. Okay, that didn't work. That was yuck. That was a mess. But anyway, whatever. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. That's actually one of my very favorite techniques, which is what I was just showing you, but it just didn't work. Okay, I think we're ready. And if there's any hearts left, then so be it. Ooh, this is a cool ad. Look at that. Interesting. Ooh. Okay. I see something I like. And we're gonna do it right now. Actually, this is a little wet, so I'm not gonna. This is too wet. I'm gonna use this. Because image transfers are picky. Kyle, have you done image transfers yet? Okay, you want breakfast? Yeah. What do you want for breakfast? I don't know. Pancakes? Sure. Okay. All right, now, pretty clean. All right, give me a few minutes. Yeah, just have a granola bar for right now, okay? This is a little wet. I'm a little nervous, but it's okay. You never get your images back though, so make sure that you don't care about that. People give me magazines, and I used to like save some to do. Oh, that's cute. Crossing to safety. I don't know about that. Not that I'm against that. Just, you know what I want to do? Okay. Well, we're not going to worry about that right now. Not that I'm against religion, don't get me wrong. It's just long story. Okay, so that's going to be a mess, but everything else is going to be pretty good. This isn't going to be a very good one though, so I'm going to use... Where are you? Oh, crud. I can't find what I want. I'm going to use an envelope. Why? I don't know. Because I do. Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to turn out that well. The letters were, but the arms there weren't. I think it was still too wet. Image transfers are really fussy. And I'd say for your first few, use images that you don't like, because for certain, until you get your plate to the sweet spot, it's just not, it's not going to work. You don't want too much paint. You don't want too little paint. You need the right kind of image. You got to brayer it for the right amount of time. It's kind of a pita, but when it works, it works. So I like this, but what I want to do, oh, sorry, it's just words. What I want is the right paper, and I'm not seeing it because I have a big mess. So there's two things you can do. You can put down paper right away and pick that up. Like so. Or you could take, man, what magazine is this? Jesus. Marie Claire. Going deep, eh? I forgot I want the whole thing. Usually I don't care because I just want random words, but I kind of wanted the whole. There's an outline that I think will be kind of cool too. So you could pick this right up and have words just like the other one. Or let it dry a second. This is a messed up paint. My daughter gave it to me because it's really gloppy for her to paint with. It's just gross, but I like the color. I need to find more neon yellow because I need more neon yellow in my life. Okay. And you can use any paper. I collage a lot, so I like stuff that I can go through. There's a great collage artist. She was saying to get tissue paper, but there's certain kinds in Germany, but I haven't done it yet. So I'm still using deli paper. So this would be like a softer, you know, because you're dealing with, so you have to understand the way image transfers work. This one's dark, this one's lighter. The reason why is because it's the second layer. So the first layer you put down is your last layer up. But when you're going through paint, it's going to make it softer. So it's going to be more faint. And that's just part of it. So that's kind of what you have to choose. Now when you do it on paper, we'll do one on paper just to show you. I think I'm kind of dark today. I swear. It's just, you know, everybody has those days. I'm just feeling off. And it's okay. I do feel that way. Because you're not going to see what this really is, but it does make for cool collage fodder. So I'll just put it on. Oh, you know what? Let's just, well, too late now, huh? Cool. Okay. Actually, I lied. No, I'll do this on paper. I was going to say I don't want to do it on paper. Let's just do it on paper. Because I think this is going to be negative words around that, and I don't like negativity in my art. I mean, I do, but I like to cover it up. I do negative and then I cover it with positive. Because, you know, like confront the dark, end with the hope. And then you end up in balance, hopefully. So there's all that. Goodness. Whoa, that's a fast cat. Let that dry. Because you're basically letting it set in. And then you're going to put the paint on top. And we're going to pull it up. And I think we should do this. Huh. No. You know what I want to do? You know whose paint I really like, but God, it's expensive, is Dina Wakley's. I think it's hers. Yeah, but oh my God, it's so good. I'm kind of feeling eggplanty with this. Ooh, or cheap green. Yeah, we're going with this. Actually, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to do half and half. Because why not? Her paint does go a long way, though. But it's not cheap. It's expensive. And really, I'm not going to lie, for image transfers, you really want to use one color. But because this is wording, and we don't care too much about the image, right? It's more the mood of it. We don't care as much. Hopefully you guys don't mind me being real today. That's who I am. Probably wouldn't like my channel if, because that is who I am. It's what I teach: openness, compassion, self-love. It's what I believe in. It's what art is. My son just laughed, but he wasn't laughing at me. He's watching TikTok. It was kind of a funny moment to laugh. It's kind of cool, right? For a background. Then you can like collage on it or art on it. Now it's really clean. So now let's do some faces. The trick is not too much paint and not too little paint. Just enough paint. It's like freaking Three Bears, and it is the hardest part to learn. And I can't tell you. It's just, it takes practice. Oh, there's that ad that I did the other day. Oops. Oh, crud. Let's just do it. What else are you going to do in that moment, huh? I like words. It's the writer in me. And they make nice, like, you know, to cover it up. And so even though that was an accident, she turned out pretty good. Which I knew she would, because it really is the clean plate. You can't start with a grungy plate. You cannot do image transfers. I don't care. Like, I'm all about messy art, right? Do deal with what's there, and like, it's cool, roll with it. But with image transfers, you can't have that attitude. It really is. Because it's just, you can't. It's just so weird. So here's the one I did the other day where I really liked them. And I really don't love the Geico, even though that's who I have insurance with. Haha. I don't know if the cover will work because the paper usually needs to be shiny. Oh, it did. I feel like it needs to be hot pink. You're a crazy cat. Hot pink, where are you? try something different. We'll try our unicorn spit. I don't know if this is, whoa, if it's a good idea. Wow, what do I do? Okay. You know what we do? Well, for one, pull out a paintbrush and just kind of like spread some love. Everywhere you can put it is where this is going to go. So we're just going to it. Okay, I think that's good enough. Who knows, maybe this is like learning something new. Maybe this is going to be a happy accident. They usually are. Okay, I want this on regular paper. I do small sheets too. I'm just out. It's at the studio. And I do often go ahead and blur the back. Makes the back messy, but sometimes I end up liking the backs more. And then if the front ends up screwed up or not what I like, then the back is good. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's too wet. Bummer. But you know what? That's okay. We're gonna smush it, because why not? Cool. Oh, yeah. That's cool. Nice. I like it. So, let's do that again the correct way. That was kind of funny. At least it wasn't the white gesso that happened once. Oh my god. All over my floor. Oh, it's like, how many things can you gesso, you know? It's kind of funny. First started painting was the first anointing to my floor. Call it glitter crack around here. Paint and glitter in a crack of wood. That's how we roll. Okay, so ooh, I like that. So I'm gonna try to use that too. So let's just be careful. Okay. There they are. And let's just put them right on here, because why not, you know? Not so much. I kind of felt that wasn't going to turn out anyway. Sometimes it's best just to have like one, holy crap, one focal image, one person, because the features are more defined. All right, let's do this hottie patati who likes to patter. She's cool. Not that I know anything about her. Just kidding. Too wet. This is not good. What happened there? That's really weird. I'm I'm loving this number 10 right there. So we're just gonna roll with this. Okay, we have a problem going on here. It's too much of a mess. Okay. So what do we do when there's a big mess? Just throw some white or some black, whatever you want, really. I totally know what I'm doing. Can you tell? Totally. Like completely. Taking that mess. All right, let's just focus on this book because we'll do image transfers after. I just want to get this book out of the way, kind of knocked out. Because I plan on doing layers to that tomorrow after my kids go. I'm going to need to journal out some stuff. Hungry? Okay, I'm gonna make pancakes. Where's the third? Uh-oh. That didn't work. I like those words too. That's garbage. That's garbage. I guess she's it. Something's going on with the plate. It's too wet, so what we're going to do is dry it off. doubt anything comes out. Yeah. But now all that's clean, so that's what we want. All right, we're gonna do one last one. I gotta feed my kids. I'll continue later. This probably doesn't make it to YouTube. I think I talk too much. Okay. Okay. And one perfect image. There we go. Yeah, this is gonna be cool. Okay, there we go. Please work. Yes, 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 yes. All right, you're going to use this book. Because why not? Please work. Please, please work. Please work. Please work. It's not perfect because her face got disappeared. Oh my god. I need coffee. But not bad. Oh, okay. Whoa. Got excited. I'm excited now because I have an idea. Look at me, I got all excited. Look at that. Hells yeah. Oh, that was nice too. If I had seen that, I probably would have just rubbed it in instead of brayered it. It's gonna dry, so I gotta do something. There's a problem with not thinking. There's a problem with thinking and a problem with not thinking. Okay, let me go. There's so many images. All right, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna do these though. I'm probably gonna do a separate video because I doubt this makes this too long and too much. But we will do these transfers later. All of them. why not? Right? Okay. Sorry for the meandering. Hope you learned something anyway. And I'll see you later.